couple of days ago, I think if somebody told me that this electric vehicle was $14,000 cheaper, was going to be discounted by $14,000, I would have said, no, come on, surely that's a bit crazy. However, here we are. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Big thank you to our members. Thank you guys for supporting us. If you'd like to become a member and get access to some videos that are not on the main channel, I'll put a link in the description below. So what am I talking about here? Well, the Jeep Avenger, which is a small electric SUV, has had its price discounted. Not by what I said before. I think I said 14,000. It's been discounted by 16,000. Guys, I remember when I first made a video on this car, I released the pricing and I said it's too expensive. It's not going to sell. And well, here we are. They've reduced the price by $16,000. It's now $40,000 drive away. So really, it's about $37,000. That's the price. Then you pay your extra taxes. So $40,000. Now, guys, if you're in the United States, unfortunately, I don't think you guys have any crazy discounts like this on the Jeep Avenger. This means this is the equivalent of it being approximately 26,000 US dollars. 26,000 US dollars, which is unbelievable. So Jeep has cut $16,000 off the price of the Avenger, and this offer is applicable to the base Avenger Longitude grade, which is normally $50,000 before on-road costs. Plus, it gets premium paint, which is $1,000 extra, meaning technically it's normally $56,000. It's now $40,000. Now, we don't know the discounts on the other versions of this car, which are called the Limited and the Summit. So the Limited is the mid-spec grade, the Summit is the top-spec model, but Jeep have said, yes, those models will be discounted as well. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon what the discounts are on those. Those have an RRP of $55,000 plus on-road costs, and this top-spec Summit is $61,000 plus on-road costs, plus obviously paint, metallic paint. Jeep have just said this, there are substantial factory bonuses. So give them a call. Maybe they'll give you one for half price. Now, I'm joking, of course, but pretty damn good deal, I've got to say. Would I personally buy one for $40,000? Well, probably not. So how does this compare? Well, you can get a similar car to this, the Geely EX5, which I think is actually a better car, even though they're about the same price. You can get a BYD Atto 3. They're about the same price as well. There is the new MG electric SUV. Then you've got the Hyundai Kona EV, but that's $54,000, so it's not really in the price range. You've got other cars that are not the same. BYD Dolphin, that starts at $30,000. MG4, they're about $37,000. Great Wheel Motors Aura, they're about $36,000. So what are these powered by? Well, first of all, they're front-wheel drive. They have 115 kilowatts, about 140 horsepower, 260 newton meters of torque. They all come with the same battery, right? It's a 51 kilowatt hour battery, and it gets about 395 kilometers of range, which is not too bad. Equipment levels. It includes a 10.25 inch infotainment screen, reversing camera, push button start, which is not bad. But to be honest, guys, this is a very, very small car. I mean, technically, I guess you could call it an SUV. It kind of looks like one, but it's shorter than the BYD Dolphin. It's only 4,084 millimeters, so just under 4.1 meters long. It's even shorter than, a Toyota Corolla. I know it's boxier, so the interior space is going to be bigger. The height, it's 1.5 meters high, 1,534 millimeters, and the width is 1,800 millimeters. So yeah, it's still a very, very small vehicle. And like I said before, you can get a Geely EX5 for around $42,000 drive away, which is substantially bigger than this. It's 4.6 meters. It's a similar size to a Toyota RAV4. Then again, you can stretch a bit further. You could buy an Xpeng G6 for $55,000. Leap Motor, they've got their vehicles as well, which I have a review that I've just done recently on the Leap Motor. So there's so many options in the market, and that's probably why Jeep have been struggling to sell this car. Let's be honest, a car this small for $56,000 was never really going to sell. At this price, though, it's actually not a bad deal. So guys, what are your thoughts? I should leave you with this, though. Safety ratings. I mean, it's probably not an unsafe car. I'd say it wouldn't be, but it does have a 3-star safety rating, which is kind of abysmal, I think. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good car for the money. Let me know what you think, guys. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know in the comments. A new Jeep, the size of a Toyota Land Cruiser, or maybe even a little bigger, 643 kilometers of range, and starting at a price of 60,000 US dollars. I mean, what's not to love? I think this is going to be an absolute winner. Guys, Jeep as a brand, they are really, really struggling. I mean, look at their performance outside of the US. It's even worse than it is inside the United States. Jeep dealerships have way too many cars. They're overstocked. I mean, really, really bad kind of crisis levels of cars just sitting in dealership lots, gathering dust. But they've got a new car coming. I think this new, yes, it's electric SUV, I guess you'd say it, mid-size to large SUV. I think it might be their most popular vehicle. It looks fantastic. The specifications are great. And it's exactly the kind of car or exactly the kind of SUV that people really, really want. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Guys, I have an SUV. I mean, technically it's an SUV. The Xpeng G6. I think it's great. But my cousin, he wants this Jeep. And when I saw him in San Francisco just a few months ago, and he was like, Sam, I really want a boxy shaped vehicle, you know, more of a traditional SUV. I don't want one of these kind of like, these Model Y type shape, Xpeng type shape. I really like that car, it's nice, but my thing is this more square traditional SUV. And he said, my wife's the same. And since then, I've heard quite a few people say this. That's one of the key reasons, guys, why I think this new Jeep Recon EV is going to be really, really popular. The 2024 Jeep Recon electric off-roader will have a huge amount of power. It's going to have 600 horsepower. In fact, just over 600 horsepower. That's 447 kilowatt. Recon is the name of the US maker's new large off-road SUV, which will roll out of its Toluca, Mexico factory in the second half of 2024, in the second half of 2025 as the first electric Jeep on sale in North America. And it looks traditional. It looks like the kind of thing Jeep buyers would want. It's been confirmed as one of 3 new electric Jeeps alongside the luxury Jeep Wagoneer S and the city-sized Jeep Avenger. Guys, the Jeep Avenger, it is here on sale in Australia right now. It's a bit expensive though. It's around $50,000 for what is essentially a micro car. It's very, very small. It's only 4.2 meters long. Whereas the Jeep Recon is a much bigger vehicle. This is a family vehicle. It looks like a traditional shaped car and I quite like it. In fact, I think it's one of the best looking Jeeps I've ever seen.